Welcome to the abundance manifestation journey. So, apart from doing meditations and talking about conscious and subconscious mind, we are also covering this book, The Science of Getting Rich. And every day I cover one chapter. So, today we are going to cover chapter 2. There is a science of getting rich. There is a science of getting rich, and it is an exact science like algebra or arithmetic. There are certain laws that govern the process of acquiring riches. Once these laws are learned and obeyed by anyone, that person will get rich with mathematical certainty. The ownership of money and property comes as a result of doing things in a certain way. Those who do things in this certain way, whether on purpose or accidentally, get rich, while those who do not do things in this certain way, no matter how hard they work or how able they are, remain poor. Getting rich has no direct relevance to the family you're born in. It does matter that when you're born in a rich family, by birth you see a lot of money and abundance around, and accordingly you develop that mindset. But at the same time, if you are someone who was born in a poor family, who was born in a middle class family, that doesn't mean you can't get rich despite you have the mindset of mediocrity. The mediocre mindset can be changed, can be transformed, and that is why we are talking here. So the nature is so welcoming and so friendly. It doesn't judge you from where you come, what you have done. So the moment you start focusing, start giving energies to the fact of transforming your subconscious mind, which is a habit mind, the things begin to change for your life. No matter how much you earn, if your subconscious mind, which is your habit mind, has this data that the money is never enough for you, you can't earn well. So no matter how much salary is crediting and how much or how your business is doing, at the end of the day, you are going to face challenges. You're going to face financial challenges. But at the same time, you have this mindset of richness, of abundance, and your subconscious has this data. You're confident that no matter how challenging that situation is, no matter what the economy is doing, but you have the universe which is supporting you all the time. With this thought process, irrespective of your present income or situations or circumstances around, you will get rich. Because richness it works like a nature. If you put a seed, you are going to get the fruits. Only thing is you have to see consciously which seeds you are putting. Because even poverty has seeds, richness has seeds, mediocre mindset has seeds. So according to the which results you want in life, you should put seeds in the ground. It is a natural law that like causes always produce like effects. Therefore, any man or woman who learns to do things in this certain way will infallibly get rich. If you put the seeds of richness, the flowers of only richness will come. If the seeds are of poverty, the poverty fruits will come, or the flower will come. If mediocre mindset seeds you put, accordingly you will get the same results. The nature is completely non-biased. It doesn't differentiate. So if you have fruits which are not rich, you can't blame the nature, you can't blame the society. You can't blame your employer or your parents. You have to take 101% responsibility of the results you're getting in life. And if you are not happy with the results you're getting, understand the seeds which you have put at first place were not positive. So you need to start putting new seeds, and accordingly the nature will give you the results. Like causes always produce like effects. That the above statement is true is shown by the following facts. Getting rich is not a matter of environment. If it were, then all the people in certain neighborhoods would become wealthy. You will find you see where you're staying, and you will find that rich and poor and middle class, everybody stays together in a certain neighborhood. That means that it is possible that no matter which neighborhood you live in, you can still become rich. The people of one city would all be rich, while those of other towns would all be poor. Or all the inhabitants of one state would roll in wealth, while those of an adjoining state would be in poverty. There are countries which are the richest in the world, still you will find people who are absolutely poor there. So it doesn't matter which country you live in, which state you live in. The only thing that matters is your mindset. Which mindset? Your subconscious mind has this thought of richness, you will get richness. So that is the primary and the only requirement of achieving richness. Once you have the subconscious mind settled, once you have your subconscious mind transformed for richness, everything will fall into place. Then there are, like, you attract opportunities, you work for those opportunities, you start getting better offers, you start getting promotions at work. These are the perks you start getting, because once the nature has to adjust itself. So if you are earning today 1 lakh rupees a month, and you have this new mindset stored in the subconscious that your income is 2 lakh, so the nature has to adjust itself. So from this gap of 1 lakh to 2 lakh, nature will take you. You don't have to focus on how part. You don't have to interfere in the process, that how the universe will support me when my employer is not supporting me, when I come from the town, when come from a state where there are no opportunities, when everybody around me is getting a certain income. You don't have to get into a how thing. The universe, the super intelligence will take care of everything. You just have to focus on what you want, and you have to transform your subconscious mind accordingly, and the nature will take care of it. The way you put the seeds in the ground, the nature take care of it. You just water the seeds, and the nature has a process that makes trees from the seeds. And the same thing, you just don't get into the process, you just follow transforming your subconscious mind. Everywhere we see rich and poor living side by side, in the same environment, and often engaged in the same vocations. When two people are in the same locality and in the same business, and one gets rich while the other remains poor, it shows that getting rich is not primarily a matter of environment. Some environments may be more favorable than others, but when two people in the same business are in the same neighborhood and one gets rich while the other fails, it indicates that getting rich is the result of doing things in a certain way. You may have observed in your office itself. Two people, same salary, same designation, same boss, still the one will have all the complaints and other will be full of gratitude. So it doesn't matter where you work. It matters what is your intention is, how is you are taking things, whether you have the rich mindset or you have this mindset who always complain. The people who complain always sees the problems around. The people who hold the attitude of gratitude will always see that no matter what, you always see some blessings in every situation. Getting result is not the result of saving or thrift. While many penurious people are poor, while free spenders often get rich. So it doesn't matter how much you save. Obviously, saving is one part. You should always save, invest. But it doesn't matter that if you are hoarding money, you will become rich. There are people who are full of gratitude, who are sharing their wealth with others, yet they are very rich. And the people who are hoarding money, still you will find these people always complaining about money. They have financial challenges, and no matter how much money they have with them as physical cash, still you will find as these people very poor. Because richness is not just about money. Richness, as we have discussed earlier, it's of the mind, of the body, of the soul, and you have to be rich in all aspects of life. Nor is getting rich due to doing things while others fail to do so. For two men in the same business often do exactly the same things, and one gets rich while the other remains poor or becomes bankrupt. You will find businesses fail. At the same time, the same businesses, somebody is earning millions of dollars. So it's not particularly about the business, it's about the person first who is doing the business. If getting rich is a result of doing things in a certain way, and if like causes always produces like effects, then any man or woman who can do things in that way can become rich, and the whole matter is brought within the domain of exact science. The question arises here as to whether this certain way may not be so difficult that only a few may follow it. This cannot be true, as we have seen so far as natural ability is concerned. Talented people get rich and blockheads get rich. Intellectually brilliant people get rich and very stupid people get rich. Physically strong people get rich and weak and sickly people get rich. Some degree of ability to think and understand is of course essential, but in so far natural ability is concerned, any man or woman who has sense enough to read and understand these words can certainly get rich. It doesn't matter if you're slim or overweight, if you're scrawny or brawny. It doesn't matter if you're black or white. Nature has blessed everyone equally. Even there are people who are unfortunately physically handicapped by birth, but still they are rich. At the same time, there are people who are very healthy physically, but still they face financial challenges. So it doesn't matter, because the mindset is one thing which is common to all of us. How we are going to use that mindset, it is individually dependent on us. So if you're somebody who is always positive, who believe in abundance, who believe that there is some power who is always taking care of you, irrespective what people say, there is some power who is always protecting you, no matter how many people are against you. There is some power. So you are going to be rich, and the journey has already begun, because a person who believes in this power, in this protection, in this abundance is already rich. If you put a seed in the ground, maybe the flower has not come, but the coming of the flower has already started. The woman is pregnant, the process is already started, or the baby is going to come in 9 months. So the moment you develop this mindset of richness at first place, the process is already started, and only there's a matter of physical manifestation which is going to come anytime soon. And with rich mindset, the mindset transforms. With this belief, your soul, your body, from every aspect, these three aspects, you are going to experience richness. Getting rich involves the necessity of dealing with men and of being where there are people to deal with. And if these people are inclined to deal in the way you want to deal, so much the better. But that is about as far as environment goes. If you're somewhere where you're alone in an island and you have no people to deal with, you have no internet to speak to the world, you're not connected to everybody, to anybody in the world. In that case, physical manifestation of money is not possible. While you feel the richness of the soul and the mind and the everything, but the money in the bank account is not going to come, because obviously you want to deal with people who exchange your services for money. If in case you are an island, you are connected to internet and you are providing your service through internet, that also becomes a means to connect to the world. But if you are completely not connected, so the money in the bank account is not going to grow like that. So if there's an environment, if you say, it only matters that you need people to deal with. And if you have people to deal with, you can provide your service, you can get employed, and you can explore thousands of opportunities to do business and earn a lot of money. This is something I'm reminding you. If anybody in your town can get rich, so can you. If anybody else in your state can rich, so can you. Buddha attained enlightenment. That shows that man has immense potential. It only shows that there is one person who has realized his own self, and even as a man, even you can attain that level of consciousness. So if anyone is getting to somewhere, that just means that even there's a potential to get there. For example, if you are getting, somebody has got to the moon, it just shows that it is possible to go to the moon, and the next person will also go. Even you can desire that thing. If there is someone who has broken the record and attained the world and got the world record of anything, that just shows that this is the person who has achieved this and made this world record, who so far no one has achieved. But that also goes that this is possible, that even you can achieve or surpass that level. And that is why there are records, and there are people who break the records and go to the next level. So this is progress which always happens. So if you find that somebody is very rich, that just shows that if that person is able to achieve that, so even you can do that. Everything which anyone can achieve, even you have potential to do that, irrespective what people say to you or what so far you have thought about yourself. The ideas which we are sharing. So in this, as you see this video, there's a playlist of abundance manifestation journey. You will find affirmations, you will find videos, you will find 21 days of course. And if you follow these religiously every day, it will transform your subconscious mind for richness, and nobody can stop you to become rich. And if I say rich, it is from the mind, from the body, from the soul. All three aspects for which you have come here to experience this physical realm, to experience this physical manifestation. So you as a soul have experienced, has come to experience everything. So if there is everything, that includes all the luxury of the world. And to get all the luxuries of the world, you need money. And for needing money, you need to transform your subconscious mind, which is a habit mind. And I'm here to remind you, to help you to achieve that. No one is prevented from getting rich by lack of capital. True, as you get capital, the increase becomes more easy and rapid. But one who has capital is already rich and does not need to consider how to become so. No matter how poor you may be, if you begin to do things in a certain way, you will begin to get rich and you will begin to have capital. The getting of capital is part of the process of getting rich, and it is part of the results which invariably follows the doing of things in a certain way. You may be the poorest man on the continent and may be deeply in debt. You may have neither friends, influence, nor resources. But if you begin to do things in this way, you must infallibly begin to get rich. For like causes must produce like effects. If you have no capital, you can get capital. If you are in the wrong business, you can get into the right business. If you are in the wrong location, you can get to the right location. And you can do so by beginning in your present business and in your present location to do things in a certain way which causes success. End of chapter 2. You might be at a situation wherein you're facing a lot of issues with your employer. You might be at a situation wherein you have a lot of debts on your business. You are the sole family earner. Your boss is creating issues, but still you have to go to the office to put food on the table for your kids. No matter what kind of financial challenges, no matter what kind of opportunities you have or not, you have to develop your faith, because faith is everything. You have to put faith on the process. You have to put faith on God. You have to believe that if you are listening to me, so you are not here by coincidence. There's an urge in you to go to the next level. And you have to start putting efforts. Like if you have to build muscles in the body, you need a good physique, you go to the gym and you start exercising. You don't get anything from outside. The body which comes into shape, it is your own body which is developing. It was already inside. With exercise it develops. So in the same way, what we are doing here, we are developing your subconscious mind for richness. And once it is developed, it becomes very evident. Like how if you have a good physique, everybody appreciates and you also feels good. And in the same way, it becomes evident. So no matter the situation, no matter you have employer who is troubling you, but the moment the subconscious mind starts to transform, the universe will start changing the people, the opportunities, the situation, because now the nature has to adjust itself to your transformed mind. And nature has no judgments. Whether you aim for 1 rupee or 1 lakh rupee or 1 crore rupee, 100 crore rupee, everything is same for the nature. And for nature, it has to put the same efforts. For example, if you target 1 lakh rupees or thousands of crores rupees, the nature has to put the same efforts to get you to your results. Just that for 1 lakh rupees, it will make you meet somebody else. For 1000 crores rupees, it will make you meet somebody else in different opportunities. Maybe for you, it will take time to sink into that belief. It will take time for you to get into subconscious. But once it is done, the nature will take care of the rest, and you just have to follow the path. So it doesn't matter which situation you are in. You just start working on your subconscious mind. And the book talks about certain things that we are going to cover in subsequent chapter. That what is that thing which books talks about, but it is basically about transforming your subconscious mind. So you need to just focus on working on your mindset, and everything else the nature will take care of it. That is the first step. Don't start pushing, fighting with the universe that it's not working for you. Universe is absolutely non-biased. If it is not working, you're not getting the results. It is just that you have not reached to that mindset. So you have to start working on that. So with that, I say thank you to you for giving your time, and at the same time, thank you for giving me an opportunity to serve you. My greetings to God inside you. I'll see you soon. God bless you.